Return your swords to their sheaths, dispel your magic spells, unstring your bows. There's far more important business.
Blood Bowl!
Yes! And our welcome goes out to all of you. Once again, your Charge!
Don't hit me, don't hit me.
Oops, I'm sorry. That's an old reflex on hearing the starting whistle.
We don't see much of the heroes of law these days.
No, I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them. The attack can get their game going again. Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in the fun, they might as well stay home and watch it on Cablevision. Did you know that according to Spike magazine, the #1 all-time worst player award was Specky McGrone?
Who?
A goblin who played only one season.
Can you believe it?
30 fumbles in a season, averaging more than 2 per match, including a record 9 fumbles in his last match. He was finally pulled apart by the head coach.
What do you expect?
Ball is caught! What luck!
Lucky indeed. This player was waving the arms about to get rid of some flies and caught the ball. It's not looking good for the defense.
Good news for the fans. That first touchdown means that the teams won't be settling for a boring 0-0 draw.
players are positioned, and we're off.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire incident, when rampant spellcasting caused the entire Bright Crusaders Stadium to sink into the earth?
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
I don't know if he really liked that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
Oh, one out. Well, that'll keep him quiet for a while.
Yeah, he's just stunned, not dead.
Do you remember Eldril Sideway?
Oh, of course. He's the only elf freelance who offers his service to every elven race. Oh, he's a strange one.
Rumor has it that he's mutated.
Stranger still.
Blood Bowl is reputedly the toughest of all sports.
So they say. But it really only comes down to taking a few hits.
Opponent down!
This is good sport. Hee-haw!
The player gets hold of the ball.
The Blood Bowl annals are littered with the stories of teams who've gone bust with crippling debts.
And with the cost of doping and bribery on the rise, the problem won't be going away.
The other day, someone told me that the equivalent of 60 Blood Bowl pitchers are cut down in the Elven Forest every minute.
Totally crazy. The environmental impact of the sport is obviously an issue these days.
That player's gonna wake up with a serious headache. Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag or two.
Like the motley horde that is made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week. The ball goes skywards, and the match is on. Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap. Hold still and then pow! Right in the face. Did you hear about Helmet, tough as nails, Wolf, the madly sadistic chainsaw-swinging star?
Oh, he's still ready to hire himself out, even if it means scything lizardmen's heads, whose scales, as he always complains, damage his chainsaw. All for the love of sport.
Oh, dear.
For the good of the team, you can only hope that he's quickly taken off the pitch.
The player gets hold of the ball. Wizards have not always been able to cast spells safely from behind the sidelines. Were you playing at the time in an Albion League, a second division that prohibited spellcasting from off the pitch?
Oh, yes. They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how well Wizards stood up to the mad charge of a raving Blood Bowl star. The noise created by a sizzling fireball, followed by the characteristic sound of the snapping of a wizard's neck. That player's taken away on a stretcher.
But still alive, I can see the drool.
What violence!
Yes, it's a great spectacle, Bob.
It seems this player has a few problems getting the brain to communicate with the arm.
What brain are you talking about, Bob?
Right. Corruption is so widespread that the Referees Guild has set out rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Under an agreement signed last season, clubs are not allowed to offer less than the going rate. Oh, idiot, get off the pitch! If you can't take a little block like that...
Maybe they'll never play Blood Bowl again.
Good! I've got better things to do with my time.
How would you sum up that first half, Jim?
Well, you only have to see the dour looks on the faces of the orthopedic surgeons and dentists to realize that it lacked any real action.
You remember the 2503 season, which saw the retirement of one of Blood Bowl's favorite killers? Nobler Blackwart, who after 8 great seasons finally hung up his chainsaw.
It lopped off more heads than any other chainsaw in history, including a massive 14 decapitations in one match. The players are ready.
Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done! Ball taken with consummate ease.
He's very good, with the ball, I mean.
In the early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elven war dancers, who without batting an eyelid kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one.
Nice flying pass, bravo! Great control.
Yes!
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
Ah, no way! A little elf beauty, yeah.
Some wood elves have recently put in an official request that the long pass be declared an art form.
Well, it's an art form they definitely master.
That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Someone has just passed me some surprising news. Jordell Freshbreeze has just been intercepted by a dwarf. What? Oh, sorry. I got the two lines mixed up.
That did sound a little unbelievable.
He did him with the old, you look that way, I go the other.
That's a technical term?
It's in the handbook. Delivery is within stud's reach.
Oh, brilliant sidekick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen. A new scar to his collection.
That's why they're always on the front page of Spike magazine. Massacre. 4 out.
Oh, no, another one who actually plays the ball. How many touchdowns is that? I'm beginning to lose track of the score.
Well, try counting in oodles. Here we go again for another bloodbath. This goblin team reminds me of the 1496 Lowdown Rats. That year, they trained with a giant black war wolf.
Oh, yeah, the wolf ate 6 players and then ran away into the swamps with the only ball they had.
Some teams have no luck.
You really think that he'll be able to heal him?
No problem. That apothecary is a real pro. He always gets them through to the end of the match, thanks to his skills with cat gut.
It's a catch! Now this player just needs to survive!
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department. Doping is really endemic to this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules?
Right into the crowd!
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. I hope he likes the taste of...
In the early days, the war dancers were considered more like cheerleaders than real players.
The match between the Athlone Avengers and Auckland Raiders changed all that. The Orcs, who were tired of the rituals, rushed at the Elven war dancers, who, without batting an eyelid, kept on dancing, but still managed to send 7 Raider players to hospital.
And since then, every team wants one.
What reputation clobbering!
Doesn't look like he'll be getting back on his feet soon.
He should be up before next week's match. But
Poetry in motion.
what we'd like to see
More often.
What a show! I bet if the match continued, those L's would have wrestled the ball away for yet another touchdown. Best news team I've seen in ages. Shame about the ending.
Worst match I've ever seen in my damn life. Elves played like fools, only won because the goblins were even worse. Any other team, they could have been gathered up in trash bags and sold as fish bait at the end. That's even without the Meteor strike.
I believe the lesson that we all took away from this match was obviously save early and save often.